In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.
Welcome back to the Tech Zone. Paul Amadeus Lane. You're in the Tech Zone. ABC News Radio, iHeartRadio, YouTube, live stream. We have you covered. Thank you so much. We're doing our CES recap, and this may last the whole month long. So if you love tech, if you love innovation, I hope you're going to enjoy this recap we're going to do all month long here on the Tech Zone. What did you come away with from CES 2019? Some of you out there who maybe attended the show, or if you watched the news coverage, I know one thing that was on everybody's mind, especially the ones who do laundry in their households. That is, they wanted that foldable laundry AI device. And I know my sister hit me up, my producer hit me up. She's like, hey, I want that. So a lot of people are really intrigued by that just the Internet of Things and how things are going with AI and how it's going to make our life a little easier and everything. And if you're watching right now, you're seeing some coverage from the show floor of all the innovation that was out there at CES, and all the lights. It just, I can't explain. You have to be there. And unfortunately, it's not open to the public. It's only open for ones in the industry, ones in the media, and I really can't do it no justice because you have to be there to experience. But thankfully, at CES, our friends over at the Consumer Technology Association, they always provide spokespersons for me to talk to and interview as they can explain the CES experience and the impact that it left on them. And one such person joined me on the show floor. Every time here at CES, we're joined by our great friends from the CTA. And joining me right now, Richard Kowalski. And Richard is the Senior Manager of Industry and Business Intelligence over at CTA. Richard, how are you, my friend?
Doing pretty well. It's day 3 at the show. I've been here for a few more days than that, but gotten to see a lot of awesome tech, and it's a great show. This is my 12th, and I've got to see technology change a lot over the past few years, and the show's going pretty well.
You know, Richard, I feel you on that, my friend. We've been here since Sunday. I know you guys come a few days before Sunday to get all this together. And if you can't talk about that, how many days before Sunday are you guys here?
So some members of the team are here even a week, 2 weeks beforehand to make sure that everything is set up where it needs to be set up, that all the logistics are ready to go, make sure the buses are ready to take people where they need to go, and all the venues are set up right. So, we're working on the 2020 show right now already, so we're already thinking about who's going to be there and what technology we're going to bring there, so it's nonstop.
One thing I like, Richard, is the save the date. You already told us 2020 is going to be the 7th through the 11th, right? Or 7th to the 10th?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm glad you told us that because, sometimes we get all busy. We need to book our hotels ahead of time because it does, book up real quick.
Yeah.
But talk about being here at this CES 2019. How is this different from CES's from the past 12 years that you covered it and been here?
So I think one of the big trends this year is 5G, just talking about how our new cellular network is upgrading from 4G to 5G, and that means speeds 100 times faster than 4G. And not only that, the delay between signals getting from point A to point B will be a lot quicker. So if you're doing video chat or you're doing gaming, you're going to have a lot less lag time, and it's going to feel a lot more natural. And the bandwidth that will be possible with 5G is just going to be incredible. Just allow for a lot more devices, Internet of Things devices on the network, all working together. So it really just plays in that Internet of Things idea as well.
And that's one of the things that
We hear a lot of buzzword now, Internet of Things. We did it a few years ago. I remember when your old colleague Sean Dubervac was given one of his trends speech right before it kicked off, before Unveiled a few years ago. And I remember he saying, should we digitize this, should we digitize that, saying that we will become the interface now. And now with 5G and smart cities, we're starting to see that we are becoming the interface, either with our voice, either with hand motion. And wow, what's it going to look like 5 years from now?
Who knows? I think it's going to be more of that, a lot more of you acting naturally with the technology and it understanding you more, being able to even predict what you need right now. We talk about smart thermostats. They've been around for a couple of years, but they can kind of predict from your behavior what your needs are and if it needs to be warmer or cooler. And just think about more of the smart home kind of predicting, oh, you're out of the house, well, we should probably make sure all the lights are off, make sure you turned off the curling iron or whatever, and just make sure that everything's set up as it should be while you're out of the house. When you come back home, everything turns back on just the way you want it. And so a lot more of this automation and being able to just adjust to your behavior.
That's nice. And Richard, when it comes to business intelligence, or as some people I know say, business intelligence, what are some of the things you're starting to see when it comes to technology?
Well, I think in terms of intelligence, like artificial intelligence, I think language processing is getting better and better all the time. I think we're going to see more of digital assistants that you can talk to in more of a conversational way. They'll kind of have a context of what you're talking about and be able to kind of carry the conversation on forward. You have Google said they have an interpreter built into their speaker now, so you can talk to someone in a different language and it'll translate for you. So there's neat features like that where it's just something that technology allows for so naturally that language is a huge barrier for a lot of people for between cultures, and this is making it that much easier to talk to someone who speaks a different language.
And speaking about cultures, one thing I really love about CES and coming and covering it is the diversity that you have here. You have tech from around the world, from people who speak different languages, different skin color, and one's just come together for the betterment of innovation. And talk about just having that melting pot of innovation and all these ideas coming from ones from around the world. I bet some people who come here, techpreneurs, entrepreneurs, they may get some collaborative ideas from people from other parts of the country and other parts of the world.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the benefit of this show, is that you get everyone in one place and you get them showing off their new technologies, sharing ideas. We have tons of conference sessions here too, so people are having those deep conversations about, where does this technology take us? How does it solve our problems, worldwide problems, and try to address those with innovative solutions.
Yeah, and does it ever get a little scary for you? Because you're in the business, and we know with AI and everything, all of us remember the movie AI when Sonny said, "I did not kill the man." Everybody thinks that's the reality when it comes to AI. Is it kind of scary what can happen with AI? And as CTA, what are you guys doing as an organization to make sure things are regulated properly and things are just on the up and up?
I think what we see is that new technologies come up and new challenges come up. Usually there's another technological solution to those problems, and it's just kind of a back and forth. The industry knows that if they want people to buy this technology, it has to be trusted, it has to be secure, it has to be safe, and if they don't have that, they're not going to be able to sell these products. So I think the industry is always making sure that they're on the same page with the consumers and trying to make sure that everyone's comfortable with how this is being used and how it can help you. And I think everyone's kind of looking for progress, so everyone is trying to make it better day in, day out, and that's what you come to the show every year and you see all these little changes, little tweaks to all the ideas you saw last year, and some of it's incremental, some of it's really innovative and changes everything, but you just get these new ideas each year, and it grows and it progresses.
I've talked about this several times during our broadcast here, just about what's going on at the Sand with startup companies. Some of these companies are just amazing, and they're not the big guys. They're tugging on Superman's cape with some of their innovation, and just to have them here showcasing some of their innovation in tech, It's amazing. You have kids, 16 years old. You have ones from different parts of the world, France, Italy, Ukraine, with these startup companies, and a lot of them, what their stories are, they didn't want to be innovators. They didn't want to become techpreneurs. A lot of them was a need that they've seen personally, and they created these products. And talk about just the impact that has had on the technology industry.
Yeah, I think this is a great place for startups to start, showing the product and revealing it to the world. So I think there's 1,200 startups here, and they all have these great ideas. And it just really provides a place for that entrepreneurial spirit that we just see in people every day. Gives them the opportunity to, get their idea out there and collaborate with other people, and just to and a lot of the bigger companies are looking at these smaller companies for these ideas, like looking at these very specific problems and seeing, well, what if we, that addresses a huge market. Let's take a look at that and start to work it into our products. So again, it's these new ideas are always, this is the platform for it, and all these startups from 150 different countries can come here to share it.
Well said, well said. And I know ones out there who would love to come to the show. We know it's not open to the public. You have to be part of the industry or part of the media. Mm-hmm. We appreciate being able to give them a glimpse of what's going on here at the show. And you guys do the same, too, with the blog. I know I was talking to Izzy Santa the other day, and just all the things she's been doing, Spokeswoman of the Year. Mm-hmm. You see her on all the major networks and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys do a great job of just keeping us informed. Now, post-CES, how can ones continue to stay informed, abreast of the technology, what we're seeing today in the world of innovation? How can they do that?
Probably the best way, you can go to ces.tech, check out some of the videos that we're live streaming right now, and some of those will stay on the website. So I think that's a good way to especially look at those conversations that people are having. We're filming individual exhibitors, so you'll get to see some of the new products. So yeah, ces.tech is probably the best place to go.
And you and your colleagues are amazing, the way that you guys do things. And I've been interviewing Bronwyn a few times before. Mm-hmm. And I told Bronwyn, I said, Bronwyn, I would hate to be one of them senators sitting across the aisle from you when you're talking about policy with them, because she knows her stuff, and all you guys do. And then you guys keep us informed when it comes to all things innovation and everything. And we appreciate what you do. Now, is there anything else out there you'd like to articulate to the viewer or the listener about CES before we wrap it up, my friend?
I think you just know that this is the largest, most influential tech show there is, and if you're looking for all the new ideas and what's coming up, not just this year, but the next 5, 10, 15 years, when things are going to change our lives, this is the place to see it.
And Richard, I've been started coming to CES back in 97, when I had my own tech company. Mm-hmm. It was a consumer electronic company, sorry. Mm-hmm. And then I became a member of the media in 2007. What I have seen since I've been coming here has just blown me away. I remember when Comdex got more foot traffic than the CES. Mm-hmm. And now we see the giant of CES now. How many football fields does it cover? Like 5 or 6, I think?
I think it's more like 30 or something.
30? Wow.
It's 2.9 million square feet, so someone out there can do the math on that.
And I know one of my tech mentors, the late, great Jim Barry, we used to always enjoy talking about just how many steps he would take throughout the day. Yeah. And I remember Jim used to hop on the little cart and come over here and see me because it was just too many things. But Richard, thank you so much for joining me, my friend.
Thanks
much success. Continue the great job what you guys are doing over CTA. Look forward to catching up with you soon, okay?
Oh, great. Thank you.
Once again, I'd like to thank Richard Kowalski for joining me. The size of the show is so massive, and I always enjoy their insight because they are in just the mix of everything when it comes to technology globally. So make sure you follow them, CTA.tech. You can follow what they're doing when it comes to policy, when it comes to just the latest tech news as well. And to put a show like this on, it takes a lot of planning, a lot of organization, and they run a really tight ship over there. And a huge shout out to my friends over there at CTA. Hey, when we get back, I'd like to share with you an interview that I did with one of the exhibitors out there really helping the environment. And not only that, but how the environment can really impact our health. Now, please come back. This interview, I'm sure, is going to really be so insightful for you when it comes to your health and the environment. And we'll be back here right after these messages on the Tech Zone. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. Be right back.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.